Hey, how's it going there? This video I'm making is actually kind of more which for my brother, but it's also for anybody else out there. Basically, you have a js550 here for you, and I'm just going to talk about some aftermarket parts. We went ahead and threw on it real quick. Engine was kind of old and worn out, and just kind of need a nice little refreshing there. So did a little bit of work to it. As you can see, Kerker exhaust system for you. Nice little exhaust. I really do like it. I actually enjoy this exhaust more than like a Westcoast. Westcoast, Kaufman's, and some of the others where they break right here in the center. Kind of give some problems, especially with that O-ring. It's kind of hard to find, and otherwise you have to go to Home Depot, and they're just not built to maintain that kind of heat. So this little Kerker, they're a little bit cheaper, and honestly I think they're quite a bit better. Did go ahead and stick with the stock water box. Why? Just because they actually give better performance than a aftermarket water box. This particular jet ski has a shorty little nozzle on the back that sorry, on the side, and only these little shorty exhausts right here, and they're quite a bit louder than the pipe that comes out on the other side. I mean, they're extremely loud. So putting that water box on there is so loud. If you put the aftermarket one on there, it'll actually give you a ticket, so I didn't want that. So anyways, as far as the engine goes, just recently rebuilt it. Wiseco pistons. Yeah, you can see all the little fun stickers there for you. Wiseco pistons. Did bore out the engine 0.5 millimeter over. Found the guy super cheap, in case anybody's wondering. His name is John Romney. Romney, R-O-M NAY Automotive here in Denver, Colorado, and super cheap. Charged me $60 to not only bore out but also hone both cylinders. $60. So if you're here in Denver or anywhere in Colorado, highly recommend looking him up. Really good dude. Did put on the Mariner high compression head. Did stick with the stock little the stock gasket. I didn't want to go with a high compression one, nor did I mill this head out or have it milled, just because I just didn't, and just because it's a 26-year-old motor and I don't want to hurt the motor at all. And overall compression right now is sitting at 156, 157 psi on both cylinders. So really good numbers. Pretty happy with that. That's really about it. Canon air filter, big woo. Stock carb, I think it's like a 40 millimeter or a 38, I can never remember. That's pretty much the motor. As far as the prop goes, it does have a Skat track aftermarket prop on it, along with the West Coast intake grate. You can get them for like $20, and a West Coast ride plate. I do recommend getting a ride plate. It really makes your ski perform so much better, allows it to carve a lot better. If you do get too aggressive of a plate, something nobody really does talk about, like if you get that quad fin, I can't remember who makes it, it's called a quad fin plate, it won't turn all that well. It's great for high speed, but that's really about it. I went with a very generic kind of West Coast plate, nothing fancy. And if you see underneath here, it really doesn't have, it only has like 2 little tiny fins, and that's honestly more than enough to give you the stability to carve a good rail and turn really well, and really just stay up on top of the ski. And I got this one for $30 off of eBay, so to me it was totally worth it. And it doesn't stick out far, and it doesn't go down deep, but it makes a huge difference. The handle pole actually has it's like a quick steer handle pole, along with finger throttle. If you look up there, I really do not recommend the finger throttle. Stick with your thumb throttle. Long periods, thumb throttle is just a whole lot better. If you do like a finger throttle, go with it, but I think you'll end up going back. And I lost all the parts of mine, otherwise I would go back. It just kind of wears out your hand a lot faster. Aftermarket handlebars and grips, big woo. That's really about it. I did do a whole video, which I recommend that you look over. I did a whole video on high compression head. Definitely do look at it. It's really descriptive about everything you think of. So definitely look it up. Tells all about that high compression head. Nobody's really done a video on it, so that's why I went ahead and did one. Here's a good little close-up for you. It's a Mariner high compression head, in case anybody's curious, and it's very descriptive. Otherwise, thanks for checking out this video. If you have any kind of questions, ask away. I'm more than happy to help you out. I'm not a pro, but hopefully we can solve something there for you. That's really about it as far as the ski goes. I do recommend a high compression head over milling your head, but you can always mill these heads. And you know, I didn't build this thing out to have 200 psi on it. I really wanted like 170, but I'm very happy with the 156, 157 that I got out of it. Just because, you know, it's this 26-year-old motor, so I didn't want to have to rebuild it again, and that kind of stuff. Otherwise, take it easy, and if you have any kind of questions, ask away. And that's what I'm here for. All right, bye.